You've heard the tales of how MCC never really launched. You've heard the legends of matchmaking that would never end.
Mom, I've been searching for an hour and there's no matches. I can't go to bed until I play 2 matches.
But the worst thing to come from MCC is something they haven't even told you. A story so dark, it could ruin Halo forever. This is the Chronicle of the Revenge of the Ghost. To read this full Grimoire card, find it in your Rec Pack bonus DLC for just $5.99. Order the Season Pass now for $50.
There was a time when we were much more powerful. But that was long ago.
When Halo was in MLG circuits and ESPN channels everywhere. When G4 TV played more than reruns of Cops. 343 sought to unite us all, to let us play together under one roof. A collection of Master Chiefs, if you will. But they forgot about the ghosts.
Evil so dark it despises other evil.
The ghosts have long been abused, abandoned, and eventually left to rot in rubble. Then they finally decided to strike back. 3v4! Ghosts had powers that none of us knew about. Eventually, they began driving themselves to fight other Spartans instead of waiting on a driver. Nothing was more terrifying than being in combat and suddenly a ghost flying into the fight, ready to take matters into its own hands, or thrusters. Ghosts have no side. They're not red, and they're not blue. They're purple, and purple stands for anarchy. Eventually, their powers grew, and they began controlling other vehicles as well.
Dedicated servers. Australian exclusion. 6 months later. Ranking system.
What's worst of all is when they began to warp space and time. Fighters on both red and blue eventually lost all control of their own movement. The ghosts would make them walk endlessly, dance on command, and even die on command. At first, Spartans learned to abandon their posts when ghosts caused too much trouble. But then the almighty 343 intervened and added a rule that if Spartans abandoned their posts, they would be stuck in limbo for hours, if not days. So if you see a ghost in your kill zone, run. Or else you might fall victim to the Revenge of the Ghost.
See you in Halo 5.
This just in, a new enemy type in Halo 5 is going to be a self-driving ghost, said to be possessed by demons. I'm gonna go cancel my pre-order.